Hey there, meteorologist Jamie Singleton with you here. We are live on all the platforms talking about some rain tonight. And I've got something really cool to show you here on the radar, and I want to get kind of right to it. So I'll go ahead and get to it. We've also got, looks like maybe some showers and storms. And for Wednesday, I don't know if tomorrow is going to be too active for Tuesday, but Wednesday could be kind of active, and then we turn colder, and the mountains will probably see a little bit of snow. I'm gonna go crazy with this because I got burnt. So you might see a conservative, Jamie. Calibrating after my mistake. Humbled. All right, so let's see. I still keep my style though. I try to. Let's see. There we go. So we're starting off with the local radar. I just loaded this up right when the countdown was going on, so I don't have a good duration as far as like looping this, but you can see clearly the rain that's over the area now. But look at this swirl. You don't see these too often. This is a mid-level swirl. And basically, this is just the wave of low pressure in the mid levels. It happens to be scooting out in advance of the system. So if I put that into motion, you can see that counterclockwise swirl there, and it's got kind of a funky dry slot coming in. Weather works in infinite scales, and so you see a lot of storm systems that cover many states that look like this sometimes on satellite, but you see it on a I don't want, it's not micro scale, it's more of a mesoscale feature, but pretty neat to see that. And that continues moving east. So it's raining really hard right now in Pittsylvania County and into Campbell County. Some good rain tonight. Getting into Franklin County and Henry County, some wraparound rain from this little mid-level swirl moving through. And then to the west, we've got mainly sporadic showers here across Mount Airy down to Johnson City, now into West Virginia as well. So, that'll be the theme of the evening. It's going to be rainy and probably very foggy, if not already. I understand, I think the I-77 corridor always gets foggy, and that's the case again tonight. So if I zoom in here, you can see that swirl again showing up on the national radar composite there. That's so cool. I'm going to have to tweet that out here in just a second. Then if we move out, you can see the bigger storm system that is bringing those higher clouds showing up in red, the deeper moisture off to the west, and more energy that's diving into this big system here. So this is a system that's getting upper level energy in behind it, which means it's going to dig and continue digging to the south. And what that means is this front that's creating the rain isn't really going to just be scooting through the area tonight, and that's it. It's actually going to come in several waves, and it will slow as this energy dives into it. If I put the jet stream contours on here, you see there's not really one huge dip. There's a dip here, and then there's what we call these short waves. There's a dip here too, out of Colorado. So you've got a long wave trough. That's a long wave, basically, just what it says in the jet stream. Not over us. That's why it's not really cold outside. It's off to the west of us. But within the long wave trough, you get little short waves. And then within the short waves, you get these little mesoscale swirls. Can you tell I'm excited about that? Not a lot of rain so far, about a 0.08 so far today at the TV station in Redwood in Franklin County. We're going to continue to see, I think, clouds tomorrow for your Tuesday. See more showers here organizing out to the west of us across the Tennessee Valley. And then if you go even farther west, it's snowing where it has been all winter, way off to the west. Now this is going to cross the mountains probably behind this front. It will energize our system up for Wednesday. We'll see a round of heavier rain and maybe some showers and even thunderstorms in spots Wednesday. And then behind that, Thursday, Friday, more upper level energy comes in Friday night, Saturday. And I'm saying that because some of you will see some snow showers and some light snow, maybe some flurries even east of the mountains for the weekend. Starting the weekend anyway for Friday and the Saturday. So it will be getting colder on us by the end of the week, but again, it's the same as it's been all winter. Nothing is going to be sticking around and permanently or semi-permanently sending itself up across the area, not for any big threats of major winter weather. I saw some hints of that about a day or two ago, and even yesterday, some rumblings of maybe a pattern change and some threat of snow. I've seen some commenting, we're going to get some snow in March, and we could, but I don't see anything right now. And the reason I point that out to you, I put it in my discussion, I think Sunday, yesterday, is that I want to tell you that I'm not all the time on the extreme side. Sometimes I am conservative. It's just that when I'm conservative, obviously I don't talk about it. So, it doesn't make the attention as it would make if we're like, hey, this is going to be big. But, we are going to have some rain in the forecast overnight tonight. It continues. And then tomorrow for Tuesday, let's see, this is the GFS here. We go through Tuesday. Not a lot of precip here. You see just some scattered showers there at most. I think mainly tomorrow is cloudy for Tuesday. It may actually, we may actually break out into some peaks of sun. It should be warming up well into the 50s, maybe 60s, low 60s tomorrow. Then look at Wednesday, our trough. You look at these dashed lines, you can see the trough axis kind of here for thicknesses. That shows you the cold air aloft. Got some mountain snow in here, but you've got a fair amount of rain out ahead of this, and it's not going to be coming at us as a soaking rain, probably more of a thinner line of heavier showers and maybe even some storms because you've got this low that'll be riding up here. This is on Wednesday. So after tonight, our next good chance of rain is going to be on Wednesday, and we'll probably nail the timing down to sometime in the afternoon Wednesday. But behind it, what I want to talk about, gusty winds out of the northwest. Ski resorts will be getting some snow, Greenbrier Valley of West Virginia, probably light amounts here. Then there's another shortwave clipper type thing. Actually, it is a clipper that moves in Friday and the Friday night. This is the GFS model showing a little bit of snow flurry activity, probably some heavier snow squalls in the mountainous areas with this, depending on the timing of day. It looks like that would be Friday evening going into early Friday night. And then behind that, some lingering upslope snow coming over the western edges here. So it's not totally not winter. We're just seeing limited amounts of it, as is the case. And then behind that, look, no cold air stays in place. We start to warm up, high pressure back off to the south, and then early next week as we start March out. Remember we were talking, again, I was talking about that rumors of pattern change. Blows back over to Detroit, and that's been the case. These coastal systems look a week out like they're going to be out on the coast, and then they're back to the west. So we'll figure out probably, in the post sense, what'll be happening or what's been happening this winter. Not a lot going our way, at least for blocking in Greenland anyway, to get these things, storm systems to dive out of the Gulf and interact with enough cold air in place. All right, so our NAM model, let me see, the 0Z was coming in as I did this. So this should be a brand new model run, hot off the presses. And you can see the rain showers that are over the area right now. Again, you see the brighter yellows in there, so there are going to be some heavier downpours at times, or at least some moderate rain. Should be about a half an inch by the time you wake up tomorrow morning at most. Most areas probably be around a quarter of an inch. I think rainfall-wise, looking at the radar trends, I'm not that impressed. I think this model may be overdoing it a bit. Then for Tuesday, most of that steadier rain moves off to the east. So all day Tuesday, we're just kind of sitting maybe in some low clouds. They may scour out. We'll see. There's going to be probably a lingering wedge and some morning fog to burn off. Maybe a hard forecast for temperatures tomorrow. Everything right now looks like it's going to warm up, though, eventually by late afternoon, because the days we're adding 3 minutes of daylight per day now. So we are getting a little bit more daylight. Then by the Tuesday night and the Wednesday, not much going on there, but by Wednesday afternoon, we see a sharper area of heavier rain. This will probably, the way it looks in the model, be, embedded with some thunderstorm activity. And it's that time of the year you can get storms in February. Don't know if these will be severe or not, but I do think some lightning and thunder is certainly possible in some areas. Again, I'm exercising my conservative forecasting side here, so I'm not going to tell you it's going to storm everywhere, but there will be some embedded storms. And again, some of these could be strong. It's that time of the year, so we'll keep an eye on this. This is Wednesday at about 5 p.m. So probably from noon to say 6 o'clock in the evening would be the timing of this for Wednesday. That would be the main thing I would watch out for, and especially as this line, if it holds together and forms like the model is showing here, I'll watch the trends on these. Moves east. You see some gusty winds in here, and maybe some torrential downpours. It looks like. Now behind this, again, the colder air moves in. So we were looking at the GFS a second ago. We're looking more high res now. I will put on the precip type, and you can see that we change over this rainfall to snow on the backside. This is really not an event for us in that I don't think it's worthy of getting crazy about. But I am noticing that the snow shower activity is a little farther east than it has been most of the winter. So we may actually see some flakes flying in Roanoke, and not really amounting to all that much at all, except maybe bent mountain a coating or so. This is Wednesday night and a Thursday, and then again Friday night into Saturday with some of this wraparound snow. There's a fair bit of it here on the model here from Greenbrier County into McDowell County and going into the Ohio Valley. And even the European is somewhat robust for the Euro, I think, on the thread here. We've zoomed it out here for at least some snow flurries. You can see that one low, that's Wednesday. That little isobar circle there, that's hinting to me that we'll have a little more oomph with this when it comes through Wednesday. And the low shoots north, so then you get the gusty winds on the backside. Any lingering moisture will be certainly changing over to wet snow in the Allegheny Highlands, Grayson Highlands, Mountain Empire, New River Valley. And then as we go through Friday, look what happens here. There's a clipper that comes down. As I saw it just a second ago on the GFS. The Euro is a little more robust with this coming in. Let's see, we'll go US and we'll go to states. Let me get you into Virginia here. At least on some snow flurries, and so I know everybody wants one good snow. This will not be it. This looks more impressive than it probably is. This is Thursday morning at like 1 a.m. The rain should be clearing the area. This is mainly that upslope. Let me move this over. Snow shower activity. But what I wanted to show you here is the clipper. This is Friday afternoon. There we go. Into Friday evening. The Euro model, which is the most accurate and usually the most conservative, has some snow showers in the Bedford County and the Botetourt County, and even in Franklin County, are a little bit of a rain shower, snow shower mix. Light amounts here. As far as what's coming out of the sky, probably nothing on the ground, although temperatures will be getting sharply colder behind the system. We may see some light accumulations in the mountains. We'll keep our eye on that. It's going to be windy as well Friday and the Saturday. And again, behind that, you've got some lingering snow showers that may linger in the Saturday, but I see a dry forecast for Sunday. It looks like Monday's mainly dry, and then by the time we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of the following week, we return to some rain. So I wanted to give you a radar update and show you again what's happening across the area. It's getting a little more active now. We've got, again, our swirl producing the rain over the region right now, and we've got more showers and storms on the way for Wednesday, maybe more robust rain showers and storms. Behind it, colder air. I will leave you with this swirl. Look at that. And it's got a nice, if you looked at this on a national map, you say, okay, there's your cold front, there's your warm front. It's got a nice overrunning feature to it almost, where you just see a broad area of moderate rain across northern Pennsylvania County out to Vista. By the way, the prettiest snowfall I've seen, I was glad I went over to this area, Emporia. Because I noticed when I traveled to Virginia Beach in the fall to cover football for the station. And I noticed on my way back how beautiful that part of the state is. And I never really realized it was that pretty outside of the mountains. The leaves were changing there because it was a delayed season and it was farther east of the mountains. But charming area, South Hill, even, Mecklenburg County, South Boston. I went through there, I think, through Halifax on my way to Richmond in October too. So I've been spending some time out, in eastern parts of the state. I also like the mountains too, but it's just neat to see new areas, especially when there's good weather going on. I could stare at that all night. Expect a post about the swirl as soon as I jump off here. And then after that, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I'm going to record. I'm not going to share it with you unless it sounds okay. I'm going to try to record a song. I've got the 4-part harmony figured out in my car, singing it to the music. And I've got editing software here. I'm going to try to see if I can mix rough a rough mix, a 4-part harmony of me singing all the parts for myself and my immediate family, probably. We'll see. All right, that's all for now. Stay dry. Brought to you by Computers in Roanoke, Haven Strategies, Seal Tight Basement Waterproofing Company, and my buddy Jason Halm runs Responding Fire on Facebook, and Handy Hammy, Smith Mountain Lake area. He's doing handiwork, been doing it for 24 years plus. So definitely tell our sponsors, you appreciate what they do. I'll have more updates on the rain coming up over the next several days on cable12yn.com, cable 12, and all my social media. For now, have a good night.